So Wim's an awesome guy. I speak to him every few weeks. He's done more for breathing awareness than anyone else I'd say in the past 50 years. He's helped people overcome chronic disease states. I mean, he has. They've been measured, their progress. He's helped people overcome anxieties. He's helped people reach that next step up in human potential. He calls it, or actually people call it, the Wim Hof method. He didn't invent any of this stuff, and he's the first to admit that. This stuff's been around for thousands of years, and he kind of cracks up when I ask him about it. He's like, I didn't invent this. Cold exposure, people have been doing that for forever. He was just smart enough to put it in his package, in his own package, and show the world. He's like, first I'm going to break 26 world records, then I'm going to show you how to do this. So I practice that breathing technique. I won't call it Wim Hof method. I won't call it Tumo. It's a ancient breathing technique. A couple times a week. I absolutely love it. I feel huge benefits from it. And the science is very clear on that. The study you're referring to is when they shot him up with E. coli, yes, which is an endotoxin, which can completely destroy you, like shivers, headache, very sick. He went, breathed his Wim Hof breath, suffered no symptoms, and then brought in a group of people against a group of controls that did the exact same thing after 4 days of training. 4 days of training. And the controls all suffered from symptoms. So this stuff was reported in Nature, which is the top scientific journal in the world. So new age placebo stuff does not make it into Nature, people. And yet I still have scientists, still have researchers that say, oh, the alleged effects of Wim Hof, oh, he allegedly did. It's like, what else do you need to do? There it is on camera. Okay, there's the data, there's the study. So I don't try to entertain that world. If people are curious, they want to have a intelligent conversation, they want to exchange information, I love to talk to anyone, even if they don't agree with what I'm saying at all. If there is a reasoned conversation. But when people carte blanche just throw out real science that has been done at top institutions, where do you start? You know?
What would you say to somebody that actually does disagree with you on this subject?
I say, give me a call. Let's talk. And if you start yelling at me and talking about QAnon, then I'm going to hang up the phone. And a lot of people, I won't say they've disagreed, but they have been unsure about certain aspects of research in this book. Tumo is a great example, right? So here is this, and this is what Wim Hof does. Here's this breathing technique that allows you to heat your body up and sit in the snow for hours at a time and not get frostbite and not get hypothermia, okay? So Herbert Benson at Harvard Medical School had heard about this and thought it was complete BS. He went out to Dharamsala, found these guys. You can see the videotape all over YouTube, okay? He put them in a cold room, put a wet sheet over their backs. Within a half an hour, the sheet was completely dry. And this is available and this is a guy at Harvard. So I don't know what else. It becomes less a conversation about science and more conversation about personal politics. And personal politics are great. But if you're looking at science is about measuring things and conducting studies. And even if the outcome doesn't fit into your worldview, too bad. Science doesn't care. Okay. And that's the world that I want to stay in. There's so much political BS. There's so much scientism out there. But again, breathing is so easy to measure. This isn't measuring something like the spirit or the soul. Good luck measuring this. This is stuff you can put a few simple sensors on your body and see what happens. And again, for this really weirdo stuff, no one would believe it, which is why these studies were conducted at top institutions by top people and published in top publications. I'm not sure what else you can do beyond that.